What's good, everybody? Ropes. I have a real talk video for everybody out there. I'm seriously considering bringing the real talk series back to the Outside the Ropes channel because it's something that I had strayed away from for a while, and I was just focusing on making boxing videos. But sometimes I sit around in deep thought, and I be wanting to get this shit off my chest, and I already have this venue here to do that, so I might as well do it here. So if you want to agree with me, you have every right to do that. If you want to disagree with everything I'm saying, you have the right to do that, because I did say in my last video that I wasn't going to try to convince people about what's going on in the world anymore. I'm at a point in my life where I feel like you have two eyes just like I do, and you should be able to see the same shit that I see. You should be able to do it. By now, you should be able to process everything that you see happening in the world today, especially here in this country. I mean, this is a worldwide issue, what I'm going to discuss in this video. But especially right here, we have it the worst as far as where we are mentally right here in this fucking country. You know, other countries can kind of see the bullshit. They go through a lot in other parts of the world. But us here, nobody's more zombified than us, man. We are a bunch of zombies walking around not knowing what the hell is going on, not paying attention to anything, not catching on to anything. And we've become a people where we don't even believe what we see with our own eyes anymore. You can see something with your own eyes, and you would rather go with what you saw on the news or what the news is telling you you should believe. You shouldn't believe your own eyes. Believe us, what we're telling you. And the majority of the people in this country will do that. They'll go along with whatever the news said and forget about what they saw with their own eyes. They don't think for themselves. And I think it's crazy how us as human beings worldwide have gotten away from just being human beings. You know, we act like we need the government to protect us. When we get in trouble, we need their help. And we always look at them like, what are you going to do for us? What are we going to do? Looking to the government for help, to hold our hands. When the truth is, we don't need government. We don't need money when you really think about it. We don't need any of these things that we live our lives for every day. They have everybody focused so much on money because we need it so badly. Because we have let a few people, compared to us, compared to the people who are going through it and the people who are struggling, the people who are considered to be at the bottom of the food chain, which is 98% of the world's population. The majority of us are getting robbed by a small percentage of people. And we're letting the small percentage of people dictate everything to us, tell us that we need money to survive, tell us that we can't do this and we shouldn't do that, and we need to do this and we need to do that, and we have to do this to protect you because you're not capable of protecting yourself. We actually let these people get away with this shit because somewhere in our mind we're telling ourselves that there's no way we can win. There's no way we can beat them. Look at all the military power that they have. Look at all the weapons they have. They can just literally wipe us all out. Well, let me tell you the truth. Don't you think that if they could have wiped us all out, if that was actually possible, don't you think they would have done that shit already? Don't you think they would have already wiped out a massive amount of people? They would have already done that if they really had the ability to do that. See, there's a reason why they don't want to do that. They're trying to get us as vulnerable as they can before they attempt something like that. Because it is in their plans. It is in their plans to depopulate the earth. It is in their plans to do that. They just have been doing it behind the scenes in a very slow process to where you won't be able to tell what it is that they're doing. But I can go on and on and on and tell you a list of things that they're doing to depopulate the earth right now that you probably don't even know. You know, you probably call me a bigot or, say that I'm prejudiced against people for saying some of the reasons, that I have to believe that they're trying to depopulate the earth. So I'm not going to really get too much into that in this video. I'll get into it eventually in another video, but I just want to talk about how we need to get back to being human beings and taking care of ourselves, spending more time with our families and things like that, because they have gotten us to forget about our families. Most people out there will tell you that their family is the most important thing to them. But it's almost damn near impossible for your family to be the most important thing to you in this day and age, because money has to be the most important thing to you for you to be able to take care of your family. So the most important thing to everybody is employment. Where am I going to work? How am I going to get money? We spend the majority of our day chasing the dollar just so that we can eat. Something that we don't even have to do. We don't even have to do this shit. You guys realize that? We don't even have to go and work for these companies and make them rich just to feed our family. It's like that because we, the majority of the people, let it be that way. Because we feel like we don't have any other choice. But the fact of the matter is, I'm going to tell you why we don't need money, because I know a lot of you out there are probably thinking like, man, you sound stupid as fuck talking about we don't need money. Of course we need money. How are we going to eat? Well, what do you think went on before money was around? What do you think people did? Just starve, just walk around starving all day? If you didn't have money, if money disappeared today, what are you going to do? Lay down and die? Really? So you're that fucking pathetic. We're that pathetic of human beings that we wouldn't even be able to survive without money if it was just magically taken away one day. What do you think people would do if money didn't even exist? You would grow your own damn food. You would trade with your neighbors. And everybody would work together and survive like that. That's the reason why we don't need fucking money. Okay, money is nothing but a fucking distraction, man. It's nothing but a distraction. Gold and all of that shit, gold and silver, those are materials that a person decided had a certain value to it. Who was the person who said gold is worth this much? This is valuable and you need to have this to survive. Who was the person who made that shit up? What do you think people were doing before that? Before gold was used as currency. I mean, what do you think people were doing? They didn't have all of these damn worries, man. They weren't starving to death. They still had roofs over their heads. People worked together, they built their villages up, and they survived. And they had plenty of time to spend with their family because all the work that they did was on their own piece of land that they built up with their family. And the work that they do every day is in their own damn gardens with their own damn vegetables, with their own damn cattle, milking their own damn cows. Okay? That's what people would be doing if our focus wasn't so much on money, 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 these worthless pieces of paper. Worthless pieces of paper. That's what is on everybody's mind. These worthless pieces of paper that mean absolutely nothing. Now people are not even giving a shit about the paper anymore. Now it's plastic now. Everybody's focused on how much money is on that plastic card they got in their wallet now. And it's never going to change until we all wake up to the fact that We don't need banks. We don't need money. We don't need government to tell us what to do, where to go, how to do it, how to sit, when to get up, when to go to bed. We don't need that shit. Who gave one human being the right to tell another human being what to do and how to live their life? We all go to work every fucking day, and it takes up all of our time, man. Meanwhile, our kids are being raised by people that we don't even know, people that they aren't even related to, people who probably don't really give a damn about them. I'm not saying all teachers don't give a damn about the kids. There's plenty of teachers out there who love to teach, and they generally love the kids that they work with. That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is nobody can love your child the way that you can. Nobody's going to love your family the way that you do. So our kids spend the majority of their day with other people other than us because we have to go out and chase these pieces of paper so that we can go and buy food that they say that we must buy from them, because if you haven't heard this, you're not even allowed to fucking grow vegetables on your damn land anymore. That's going to be illegal in a little bit. It's probably illegal in some places now. I've heard this. I got to do more research on this, but you can't have gardens. You can't have a farm of your own. They've been shutting down farms. They've been paying people who own farms to not grow vegetables and fruits and shit. Now, why are they doing all this shit? Because they want you to run to them for everything. They want you to run to them for food, for money, for health care, for everything. They're telling you you have to go through them to survive. We let these motherfuckers charge us for water, okay? That's how stupid of a people we have become. That's how dumb a human we have become, that we let them charge us for fucking water and give us an excuse why we need to pay for this fucking water. That's how dumb we are. I mean, really sit back and think about this shit. And now they're saying that you can't even collect rain water, okay? Because they had these like buckets that collect rainwater and filters it out so that you can drink it, stuff like that. That shit is illegal now. They're telling you that they own fucking rain that comes out of the sky, okay? Now tell me how crazy that is. But we all sit around and we just say, okay, well, the government said it, so I guess we can't do this anymore. And we're the majority people. These people are minorities. The people who are calling all the shots, they're tiny compared to all of us. But yet, we still go along with whatever they say. Now, how the fuck is this shit happening, man? This is the type of shit where I sit back and I just think, and they make fun of us on TV all the time. And you don't even know it. You can't even tell that they're making fun of people. They're coming out with all these zombie shows and zombie movies and shit. I mean, they're making fun of you. They're laughing at all of us, man, because zombies is exactly what the fuck we are. We don't know what the fuck is going on. We're just walking around doing whatever the fuck. They got us tap dancing all over the place, man. Sitting back, collecting all the wealth, laughing and shit. Because we sit back and we let them do it because we think that we don't have any other choice. You guys let me know what you think about this, man. I know a lot of people out there are probably going to say, you're talking crazy right now. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't worry about it. There's nothing that we can do about it. I know a lot of you guys are thinking that, but I do know that there's a few people, and I'm sure it's the fewer end of people. It's not the majority. A few people out there understand where I'm coming from and what I'm talking about. You already know. But the question is, what do we start doing about this shit? I mean, are we going to just continue to let this shit happen? We need to get back to being human beings and taking care of ourselves. And like I said, growing our own vegetation. taking care of our fucking families ourselves, our kids ourselves, educating our kids ourselves, raising them to be who we want them to be, which is hopefully a good person. You know, you don't want to raise your kids to be a bad individual, but raise them right. And when they get to be an adult, if you raise them the right way, they're going to be the right type of person. You know, half of you people out there probably don't even know who your kids really are, man, because, and it's not your fault, you know, it's because we're all so dumb, man. We all go along with the system that's in front of us, that we think that there's no other way, you know, there's no other way. And there really will be no other way unless the majority of us get on the same page and understand that something has to be done. We have to shift things back to the way things are supposed to be, and grip the power, grip all that power away from these few individuals that have it, that are dictating across the world, murdering people, slaughtering children, just to go and take everything that they've built up. You know, and we allow this shit to happen. We allow them to go over and destroy and bomb other countries where people have spent over hundreds of years building all that stuff over there, and they can just decide, you know what, we don't like them, so we're going to go over there and tear all their shit up and blow them up, blow them to bits one by one, and we just sit back and just allow this shit like it ain't nothing. You know, because we're all divided up. They've divided everybody. You know, they divided black people up within ourselves. They divided even white people up between themselves, Democrats, Republicans. You know, everybody's separated, man. And we have been taught that it's a every man for himself world. It's a dog eat dog world. That's what we've been brainwashed to believe, that you can't work with anybody, you can't trust anybody. So we all grow up with these mentalities, and we pass them on to generation, and things just keep getting worse and worse and worse, you know. But I'm going to end this video because I see I'm already 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes into the video. So I'm going to close it off. But thanks for listening if you've made it through the video. And leave your comments and make some video responses if you have anything to add, or if there's anything that you want to talk about on these particular type of subjects. But I just had to get that off my chest. I just had to, man, because this shit is on my mind every fucking day when I look around at everybody. So that's it. Once again, thanks for listening. I'm out. Peace.